You'd think shopping your stash is not rocket science, but there are so many methods to the madness. Hi friends! Hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And we're all stuck at home, more or less. If we're not stuck at home, makeup brands and makeup stores are pretty much closed. And if they're not, maybe you don't want to spend money on new makeup in the current climate. Whatever the reason may be, a lot of us have been shopping our stash for stuff. As I said in the intro, it's really no big deal to shop your stash. You can just pick and choose and whatever. But I like it when there's a method to my madness, and I figured that I could share with you some of my top tips and tricks and methods and techniques for shopping my stash. And I have 7 of them, so let's get started. First one. Art inspired. As you guys may know, I have an art inspired shop my stash series on my channel where I basically take a painting that I like for whatever reason and shop the products in my stash based on that. You don't need some kind of art background to do this. You don't need to be an art connoisseur, you don't need to know anything about art. You just need to look at shit and like it. You can do this art inspired shop my stash in a couple of ways. You can take a look at the makeup that the figures seem to have if it's a portrait, and you can try to do a look based on that. You can take a look at the colors in the painting and how they go together and get your color palette for your makeup from there. Or you can take a look at the mix of colors and textures. Especially in mixed media, you have this mix of paint and textures and collage and stuff like that, and you can take great inspiration from there as well. The second method is themes. You can try to set yourself a theme for how you want to shop, a theme that sets the tone for the day you will be shopping your stash in. For example, let's take mythology. So you can have a Greek mythology theme for the whole week. And then the prompts for the days would be, for example, I don't know, Athena, Ares, Zeus, Artemis, the Muses, a siren, Cyclops, stuff like that can maybe make you think of a certain color palette, a certain mood, or how you think that character would look like. You can have themes such as, I don't know, a week of looks inspired by your favorite novel, or looks inspired by flowers, looks inspired by your favorite clothes, looks inspired by your favorite video game, stuff like that. So if you try to set yourself a theme, if you can imagine with your mind's eye what would fit the theme, that's again a great way to try to get more use out of stuff that maybe you wouldn't necessarily pull for. Third one, and this is the most chaotic one, you can use a randomizer app or a wheel app. I've seen a lot of people use them for makeup bingos, but you can also use that to randomly shop your stash. So you can put all of your palettes, for example, or all of your lipsticks in a wheel app and just spin the wheel, and then you need to use exactly what the app tells you to do. Or you can assign numbers from 1 to whatever you have, and then put them in a number randomizer. This does take a bit more organizing because you do need to get the app, you need to make an inventory of what you have, or number them, or associate them with the app, the numbers. But I do think it's particularly fun because it's truly random and it truly forces you to use stuff that you may not have used otherwise. The fourth method would be blindfolded picking. So you literally close your eyes and feel for it. This could maybe not be as efficient because if you use certain things too many times, you basically know their shape, you know where they are, you know where they've placed them. But it would be interesting just to, just grab for them and see what you come up with. I think another way to do this method would be to have someone else pick for you. So a boyfriend, a sister, a mother, blindfolded in the sense that you don't know what they are picking, but they do. And again, it would be interesting to see what people pick for you as opposed to what you would pick to wear yourself. Fifth method is color palette inspiration. So if you go on, I don't know, Pinterest or any such site and you search for color palette, you will get a lot of sets of 3 or 4 or 5 colors together. Colors that you might not think to combine yourself. These can be used to create a lot of colorful looks, and when I'm feeling uninspired, I sometimes do that as well. And you don't really need to follow the exact colors. You don't need to use all of them, like an approximation, or if it's enough to just give you a little bit of inspiration, that's it basically. Another thing that you can do if you're a total nerd is to make a spreadsheet. And in that way you have everything listed. You make note of what you used in the spreadsheet and then work your way through the list. Either in a pattern or without a pattern. Just do not use what you marked before as used. That will probably force you eventually to go through your whole list, through your whole collection, and try every single product that you ever have. But this again takes some preparation and is a bit time consuming. Hey Fatty, wanna say hi? No? He doesn't want us today. As I mentioned, this will take a bit of preparation because you have to take stock and inventorize everything that you have. And if you have a huge collection, that might scar you for life and put you off Excel for life. So it depends. It really depends on what you want to do. Okay guys, that was it. These were my methods for shopping your stash. I often use quite a lot of them, except the Excel spreadsheet one because I thought that was a little orderly for me. But other than that, I use most of them as the mood strikes. Please let me know in the comments how you like to shop your stash, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I'll see you the next time. Have a great evening, morning, second breakfast, third lunch, and whatever it is where you're from. Bye.